Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first CFL video of, well, I guess this upcoming season, I should say here. It has been a long time, and it has been a long night as well. We had 2 episodes of Kanoe. We had a goal or no go we had to record, and everything that's been going on with the Battle of Alberta coming to a conclusion. So I'm recording this at 4:36 a.m. Holy crap. But you know, gotta have this out because we got preseason game number 1 coming out later today for when this will be up. So make sure you guys tune into that. I will obviously be covering that. But yeah, I'm going to be looking at the depth chart here for the Bombers for this upcoming season. Now, because preseason is, well, preseason, I don't expect them to be playing all their starters or even a decent amount of them for preseason. But, you know, we'll have to see. So keep in mind, I want this depth chart does not have Liam Dobson and Tyrell Ford, who we have signed. We just this just came out just prior to that, so keep that in mind. So on left tackle, I'm just gonna go from starting all the way down through the backup. So on left tackle, we got Bryant, followed by Richmond, Lofton, Allen, and Johnson. On left guard, we have Gray, Coxwara. I think that's how you say it. Something like that. And then at center, we have Couture and Kolinkowski. And then right guard, Neufeld and Sanford. And then right tackle, Hardrick, Bardwell, Burks, and Machino. Which, in terms of all your starters, that is a very solid offensive line. Then when you add Liam Dobson to the mix, definitely is going to be a really nice thing. I expect Liam Dobson as a guy we're going to have for 1 to 2 years and then goes to the NFL. You know, in kind of similar fashion to Desjardins being picked up by the NFL. So I don't expect him to be here very long. However, I expect that the Bombers must use him to his fullest potential while he's here. I mean, he was a 3rd overall draft pick for us, and he's going to do some great things. So I'm really, really happy with our offensive line. We've been able to keep some very big pieces around here. Obviously, you got Stanley Bryant and Hardrick on your 2 tackles. So I don't expect them letting defensive ends getting around real easy. And then Gray, Couture, and Neufeld have always been solid there in the middle. So we're then going to look a little bit in the backfield here. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be a little interesting because this season they're allowing 2 quarterbacks on the field. I have no idea. I doubt we're going to use it that much, to be honest, just because I really don't think we need to. But we might, so who knows. But in terms of the backfield, so we have at quarterback, we have Caleros, Prukop, Brown, and Floria, or something like that. So literally just Sean McGuire is the only one we don't have. He actually, I believe he retired from football. And it's funny, he's not old at all, but he had retired. He's moved on with his life, so congratulations to him there. I believe he's now a father now. Congratulations, Sean McGuire. So yeah, that's our QB court, which keep Caleros healthy and you're good, basically. And then for our running backs, we got Brady Oliveira, Johnny Augustine, Borsa, Barnes, McCray, Simpson. I expect that Oliveira and Augustine, in terms of the regular season, these are the only 2 guys you see hit the field. And I mean, why would you need anyone else? But we do have some depth down there. I would be curious to see one of them hit the, like Borsa maybe, or Barnes hit the field maybe once. But I'm hoping more to see him a little bit in preseason, just to kind of get a little bit of a taste, because I have no idea. I don't really have any information on there. Then at fullback, we got Miller and Vivano, so decent. And then if we get into our receivers here quickly, I'm going to go into our slot backs, and then I'm going to go into our wide receivers. So at slot backs, we got Josh Bailey, Harrison, Nunn, and Schoen for one of our slot back positions. And then I'm looking over here, we got Wolotarski, and then O'Leary Orange, that is quite the long last name, and Stove. No, that's our, sorry, I'm looking at wide receiver. So yeah, sorry. Let me go through the slot backs again. Bailey, Harrison, Nunn, and Schoen for one of our slot back positions. On our other one, we got Dembski and Simmons. Then we got Saunders, McKnight, Jackson, and Fillier, something like that. I find it interesting how he put Saunders ahead of McKnight. I don't know, maybe he's been performing well in training camp. whatever, I trust Coach O'Shea with that, though. But then for our wide receivers, we got Ellingson with Agudosi, Nixon, and Jackson, and then Wolotarski, O'Leary, Orange, and Stove. So obviously the big name here is Ellingson. Ellingson was the big pickup for the Bombers this season. I was actually blown away we were able to pick anyone up, especially with us having to re-sign as many guys as we did. Obviously we lost Andrew Harris, but I think maybe possibly that allowed us to get the money to get a guy like Ellingson. And I'm still pretty confident. I'm still very confident in the running backs we have, as Oliveira played majority of last season anyway. So I think we'll be all right there. And then, so at long snapper, we got Benson. And then for our punt/kick returners, we got Grant and Dixon. And then kicking, this is where we get the real questions here. We got Leggio, Mortada, and Hackett. I want to see Hackett because Mortada wasn't great, and Leggio can punt, but he can't kick. So Mortada, give him another shot, I guess. But Bombers really got to look for a kicker here. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get Sergio Castillo again, as he was doing just fine. But if we look at it, so that's pretty much the offense right there. If we look at the defense now, we're going to start with the defensive line. So on our DNs, we got Jeffcoat, Bernier, and Wilcots on one side. And then on the other side, we got Jefferson, Mac the third, and Malala. So Jeffcoat and Jefferson, I was so happy when I heard we re-signed both of them, because if you have one or the other, an offense can cater to that. I've said this many times, but now having both sides, it doesn't really give them any good options when running wide routes on our defense. At D tackle though, we got Thomas, Lawson, and Randall on one side, and then Sales, Walker, and Kapelansky on the other. Pretty solid. Nice to see Thomas back. And then if we go to our linebacker corps, so we have our Sam, Mac, and Will linebacker. Mac, M, middle. Sam, strong side. And then Will, W, weak side. At least I know some other teams, they'll use a different one for WSM. But that's just what I'm used to from when I played football. So we're going to start in the middle. We got Adam Big Hill, followed by Gauthier and Moreau and Mezzarelia. I'm butchering like half these names. And I'm kind of speed running because we got a ton of names we got to go through. So excuse my messing up of names. But yeah, Adam Big Hill in the center. Favorite player? Nothing wrong with that. And then on our Will side, or weak side linebacker, we got Wilson, Briggs, G, Cadwalader, Clements, Taylor. So lots of guys there. Hopefully we don't have to go through a ton of them, because that means injuries, and injuries are never good. Injuries suck. And then for our Sam, we just got Maston, although I obviously know they'd be willing to move guys around if need be, because they would. There's no other way to put it. And then going back, if we look at our corners here, we got Winston Rose on our one side, Character, Hampton, and Rene for our one side for our corners. And then the other side, we got Nichols, Miller, Hannibal, Ponder, and Strother. So overall solid. Nice to see Winston Rose and Nichols back. And then pretty much for safeties, we got Alexander, Hallett, and then another guy named Hallett, Cramdy, Rutledge, Thompson, and then our remaining players, Glass, Jackson, Parker, Taylor, and Houston. So overall, lots of... I'm very pleased with this. I'm very pleased that we were able to keep the amount of talent that we could. We kept almost everybody, not everybody, obviously, but almost everybody. I mean, a few notable guys gone. The main one being Harris, although I'm not concerned with our running backs that we have set up here to replace him. And then Darvin Adams is gone as well. However, I'm pretty confident in the, I guess they're not backups anymore, but the backups we had now getting more opportunities for that. So yeah, I'm very pleased. I'm going to be really excited to see Liam Dobson. Definitely going to be paying a lot of attention to him when he's going to be on the field, as well as Tyrell Ford. So, I mean, as a Bomber fan, this is we hit the gold mine here because we were. It's quite amazing we were able to keep as much talent as we did. And I think that really kind of goes in, because, I mean, we heard a lot about how there was a very good Bomber locker room. Kind of the opposite of the Jets, and how the Jets have a lot of toxic crap going on in their locker room. Bombers, rock solid. Everything is good. I have absolutely loved the way that our organization has been handling everything. True North, take your notes. But yeah, I could not be more pleased with this. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about our lineup here. I'm gonna try to see. Here. So I got, just because I got photos I'm looking at here. I'm gonna see if maybe I'll make a community post. Actually, I'll make a community post where I'll post these two images and you guys can see it. Maybe screenshot and follow along or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of the roster this season. Tell me how you feel for this upcoming CFL season. If you guys haven't, make sure you subscribe to CFL Central. All of the weekly CFL coverage is going to be on there with me and Jake for that. Make sure you stay tuned, and all CFL league-wide coverage will be there. So, and then all the Bomber stuff will stay here, though. So, make sure you guys have yourself a great rest of your day. Like, share, and subscribe. Go Bombers, go.